So this video is a bit different from the other ones that I've made before, and it's actually me talking about an experience that I had yesterday. It's related to self-improvement though, but I'm actually quite happy about this because, usually since I was very little, I've had like very little self-control when it comes to food, and especially like sweets and stuff. And yesterday I had a little get together with my family, and like everyone like brought snacks and cookies and like chips and stuff, and there was like this apple pie that smelled amazing, and like everyone was hyping it up and stuff, like on the chat, like, yeah, you're gonna love it. And the thing is, I knew that if I went there I would like be hungry and eat it and stuff. So the first thing that I did is went to the gym, I worked out and stuff, and when I came back from the gym, like 30 minutes later or like an hour later, I don't know, I ate like a big plate of tuna, with like some potatoes on the side, some vegetables and stuff. Like it was a very big meal, and a very healthy meal as well. Some I don't know how to say it in English, but like this leafy, like with leafy greens basically. And yeah, after that, I knew that I was gonna still be hungry by the time we got to the get together. So I cut up some fruit, like some berries and like some apple and stuff, and like some nuts as well. And the thing is, like, people can say, yeah, fruit has a lot of sugar. And yeah, I mean, I guess, but I think it's better to eat like some berries with apples and nuts than fucking Doritos and like apple pie and cookies and Oreos and stuff. And yeah, so I went there with like my little Tupperware full of stuff, and like everyone was surprised. Like everyone was like, "Hey, do you want pie?" And I was like, "No, thank you very much." And like people were surprised, and I just drank water and stuff, and like my family was supportive of it. Like when I told my mom, "Yeah, I don't want to like take all this stuff," she was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll help you out." Like she helped me like wash some fruit as well, and like people were more supportive of one than I imagined. And even though like there were points where they were like, "Are you sure you don't want any pie?" It's not out of malice. I think it's just out of like they're used to me being like a little fucking fat fuck that eats everything. So yeah, it was really cool to like experience that. And I kind of felt like there was like at first people weren't believing it, and like it was like my sisters, my mom, like my sister's partners, like and people weren't believing it. And after a while they were like kind of like you felt the respect. And I there was a point where it was hard, like I was like staring at the pie. But the thing is, remember on the other video where I told you that if you want to quit like a bad habit, you have to have a replacing habit. So if I just went there, I would have eaten like the junk food. Like no doubt, I would have just like stuffed my face with junk food. But the thing is, if I ate beforehand like healthy food, and if I took my own healthier snacks, then that's a replacement habit, right? So I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm not gonna see my family because like they're eating. No, but I'm gonna take choices that I know will keep me from eating like the unhealthy food. And it was hard, but it was way easier than if I just didn't prepare for it basically. And yeah, I'm actually very just happy about it. I wanted to share it with you guys. It's the importance of like replacer habits basically, and the importance of self-control. And it's gradual. Like a couple months before, I don't know if I would have like the tools to actually do this. And the replacement habits, and like I have my little like um checklist. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check the I didn't eat junk food today little box. I'm doing a bit of an experiment. I'll tell you in a couple of weeks, but it's a new checklist that I'm following. And yeah, I just felt relieved. I felt really happy. And at the end of the day, I felt like, yeah, it would have been like 15 seconds of oh, this pie is so good. And then I would have felt bad for more than 15 seconds. I would have felt bad for the rest of the day, maybe a couple of days, because I broke with my promise to myself that I'm gonna be a healthier person. So you know we have a limited amount of self-control, we have a limited amount of impulse control and like willpower. per day, and I feel like by not using replacer habits, you make it easier on yourself because you're spending more of your willpower uh, you know points. And when you have this replacer habits, it's kind of like putting like a little buff. Have you keeping it with like the video game comparisons? You ever played Plants vs Zombies? Doing putting a like a pea shooter, it's kind of like willpower, and you're shooting at the zombies and you're shooting at the zombies, but there comes a point where there's like too many zombies, and the thing is like a little like the walnuts, it's kind of like a replacer habit. Like it slows down the zombie's ability to like overtake you, or it slows down like the ability of this bad habit or this craving to overtake you. So by doing like these little replacer habits, you are with the same amount of willpower actually achieving what you want. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to share like this like good thing. I felt amazing afterwards. I crossed my in my checklist, and I kind of felt like the respect for my family and like the surprise as well. And yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. And yeah, if you're into self-improvement, check my other videos out. If you're a bit more advanced than me, you can comment on what I can do to improve. If you're a little less advanced than me, you can follow me and see what I've done right, what I've done wrong, what has helped me, what hasn't. And yeah, just help out each other in the comments, help me out in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Have a good one.